Alright guys, welcome. If you are new to the channel, my name is Ben Hochman. You're with Hochman Fabrication and Speed. I'm putting this video together, this 2018 GT3 991.2. It did not come from the factory with functional NACA ducts, and I recently went ahead and purchased a hood, a really nice hood might I add, from Apollo Aero, shout out to them, which has functional NACA ducts on it. If you're one of those guys that wants to do this type of thing, this video is for you. I'm going to be talking about how to make NACA ducts on your Porsche 911, in my particular model GT3. If you bought a hood like this, you need to plumb it all so that it's functional. What I'll be doing is giving you a quick overview of the parts that you need. I'll have a list of all the parts in the description below. That's what I'm here to show you today. So this is the NACA duct hood that I got from Apollo Aero. Like I said, really nice piece. It allows us to convert it to have functional NACA ducts. In order to do that, what you're going to need are several parts from Porsche. One of the first things that you're going to need, this battery cover, is going to replace your normal battery cover. I guess you could probably go ahead and cut out the way that this battery cover has holes in these corners here for the ducts. I chose to go with a new battery cover from Porsche. In addition to that, you're going to need these little rubber pieces that come from Porsche as well in order to create a seal between the battery cover, the NACA duct, and this tube that's going to be running through and connecting to it. You're going to want to go remove your battery cover, and in this region over here, you're going to trace out the available space very slowly, and you can see I've already done that on mine so that it has an opening for this tube to run through. So take a Sharpie or something, mark an area around where that available space is, and go slowly. There's probably going to be a lot of in and out and trial and error in order to get things to fit very clean. And once you're done, it should look something like this. So once you get everything trimmed out really nice and clean to your liking, go ahead and put your inner wheel lining back in, and then after your liner, carefully bring this tube in. It should look something like this once you're all said and done, and like this on the inside. Then you can go ahead and install this air duct. And then once you're all finished putting it together, it should look something like this. So once you got the driver's side complete, you move on to the passenger side. And the passenger side is a little bit more involved, at least on my particular model. It has this hose right here that comes off the charcoal canister, and you'll notice how it's straight, which runs in the direct path of where we want our tube to run for the NACA duct. So what we have to do is we have to replace this line with the correct line from Porsche, and you'll see how this replacement has a 90-degree bend right off of the connection, which will open up the space for us to run the tube for the NACA duct. So what you got to do is remove the battery. In addition to the battery, it looks like I'm also going to want to go ahead and remove this little box that contains my completely unused air pump. The little box that has the air pump in it, we're going to take out the air pump, and then I'm going to remove this little box along with the battery and possibly cabin filter box. At this time, it's probably worth mentioning as well that if you guys are finding this video helpful, please subscribe and like this video. We're always trying to put up videos that are helpful and intriguing that you guys want to see. If you're watching this video to this point and you found this helpful, please do us a favor and like and subscribe, because that helps us out a lot. All right, so now you can get a better view of what's going on here. The items that we removed, we had to remove the air pump that was sitting right over here, the battery brackets, the battery tray that the battery sits on, cabin filter box, which there's a little bit of a brace integrated from the firewall over to this connection right here, and you have to remove that brace, which is sitting right here on the ground. Definitely something that's time consuming. Be patient and be careful. You know, you don't want to scratch your paint or anything like that. Here is the actual line we're after, and you'll see how it wraps down there and comes over this line right there. There's another spot that's kind of tucked up in here where I'm going to need to remove my, I should say, wheel liner in order to gain access to it. That's how you gain access to this stuff, in order to replace this line. And then once that's done, we're going to repeat the process that we did on the driver's side in order to integrate this tube into this corner here, like we did over there. Quick shot of what it looks like. You'll see these kind of foam covers, and right behind here, connected to this blue line, is the other one that we're after. So now that I've gained access to it, I'm just going to go ahead and press that little white section with my finger, and it should come right off. Once you get it all put back together after you've replaced the hose, because it's not very difficult once you get this all apart, and you can see how this has really opened up a nice space for us to run that tube. Once you're done with getting that tube in and connecting all three of those connections, go ahead and reassemble everything back together. And so that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, please like it. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Other than that, happy racing out there, and we hope to see you in the next one.